Hey guys, welcome back to...
In this episode, we are going to talk about a topic that I'm sure a lot of you guys are curious about or have wondered about in your life, because it's instilled in us that we have to find, or that there is someone out there who is our soulmate, our perfect match, our love till the end of the earth. So we're going to get into that in this episode.
But first,
we're going to give you a little update on what we've been up to.
on why we drink.
And what
this specific day, or this specific episode.
Just like what makes us an adult and what we've accomplished and what we haven't accomplished. Some things we need to work on.
Nothing new.
Nothing new. Well, guys, I folded my laundry finally.
Yay! With my help.
Yes, I could not have done it without Luisa,
Yes.
honestly. I needed her motivation.
I was a catalyst.
She was there. She was putting some clothes on hangers, and I was folding, putting away. So she was really there to, support me and help me get through this tough time of a pile of laundry on my bed. I now have a full queen-size bed to lay out and sprawl out if I want to.
Yay!
I still choose to just sleep on one side with my head on the pillow where the
with my
laundry
fake boyfriend.
I miss the laundry. But another positive is that I have gone out. I've woken up at 5 o'clock every morning, 5:15 on some days, and I've worked out in the morning for 3 days in a row now. And last week I worked out 4 days last week. So I feel like if I can just continue to wake up in the morning, I'll feel good at work. I won't have to do it when I get home because I'll be too tired.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like I've already done everything for the day.
Yeah.
So those are my positives.
Yay!
Yay!
Woo! All right, my positive...
Snaps for Erin!
Snaps! My positive is I've also been waking up, going to work out. Today was a little harder. I had to go to the bathroom and read my daily affirmations to remind myself. And then I went back to my bed.
Remind yourself of what? Let's hear it.
Well, that I am strong, I am beautiful, I am worthy, I am enough. I literally closed my eyes and I was like, okay, I kind of whispered them to myself, but I was like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
And I went back to my room and put my clothes on and did my little...
What's the other one that you have on there? It's
I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will simply find me, which is also a manifestation that has been working pretty well for me in all aspects of my life, should I say.
Okay.
We can touch base on that later. Another positive.
I'm gonna write that down.
Okay. Here. Toss you a pen.
Here, thanks. Oh. Thanks, man.
Welcome in. Oh, God. Another positive. I am also drinking in celebration in witnessing a first female vice president shattering that glass. Doesn't fucking matter what party you are. She's just proving. And woman, man, who the fuck ever you are, break some barriers, okay?
Follow your fucking dreams.
Follow your fucking dreams. I'm not gonna lie, I cried most of the morning watching Lady Gaga, J-Lo. No, my boss teared up when Lady Gaga was singing, and he's the sweetest grandpa old man, and that made me that made me cry. And then J-Lo sang "This Land Is Your Land," and that is, that's one of my favorite.
I didn't know that.
Patriot. Yes.
I didn't know.
Over the pandemic, all I wanted was for all of us to go out to our balconies and sing "This Land Is Your Land."
I didn't know that was your favorite song.
Yes. So I teared up during that, but
guys, I do want to announce that Luisa does not know the lyrics of "Amazing Grace."
I don't, but I do know how to play it on the piano.
Which is not the same as knowing the lyrics, but
it is, because each tune, each
you don't know the words. You just know the tune.
I'm not gonna sing it on the podcast right now. When my voice is better, maybe. Right now, no.
Okay, all right. Does that Are those your positives?
And I have vacation next week.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm also asking off, or I did ask off for Thursday and Friday.
Okay, good.
I was like, can I ask 2 days off next week? And she was like, next week? What days? And I was like, Thursday and Friday. She was like, Thursday and Friday.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what are we going to do without you? I'm like, y'all be fine. Anyways, so we got those off. We're going to go on a little mini trip. We don't know where yet, but we're finalizing details.
Yeah.
So be aware and be
Stay tuned on our... Well, you guys will probably have already seen it.
We're already going to be out there.
We'll probably talk about it next week, so find out next week.
Giddy up. But we'll be posting on our Instagram and stuff, so obviously when you're listening to this, if you want to go and look at our trip to wherever we go, it'll be on our Instagram and probably, we have a TikTok now, so...
Yes.
You know,
expect plenty of TikToks.
It's at basically Adulting Podcast
yes.
on TikTok if you want to follow us. We currently have 2 videos up, so if you want to go follow, I don't really know if you could like follow and subscribe, like whatever, but
it's just go follow and like.
Oh, okay, you can go follow and like us on TikTok, and then like our videos, and you can share them with all of your friends so they can laugh.
Yeah, we're pretty funny.
There's a funny new video out there of like why I'm single. If anybody's interested, you could go watch it on TikTok.
It's funny. It's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny. It's the truth.
It's the truth.
Anyways, okay. Oh, I forgot.
What's your negative?
I forgot to read one of my positives.
Oh, okay. Well, we're still on the...
And you guys, this is a big one. This is big.
What is that? Do I know?
You know. I got my car inspected finally.
Yay! That's right! I forgot.
I know. It was like an afterthought when I was like writing my notes. I'm like, what good happened in my life? And I was like, that's an accomplishment. That's an adulting thing that I did. I got my car inspected. Like, immediately I texted my dad, like, the receipt of, like, my paper. He's like, what is that? And I was like, Dad, I got my car inspected finally. And he's like, are you serious? Because I don't know why that's my voice for my dad. Are you serious? I think that's just my voice for everybody. Are you serious, man? Oh, my God. But... And I got my tires rotated because my dad told me that when you get your when you get your oil changed, you're supposed to get your oil changed every
4,000.
No, every 3,000 miles, or every 3 months, or every 5,000 miles. I don't know.
I think
every
it's
3
3 to 4,000 miles.
4 times a year.
Yeah.
So then, every second time you get your oil inspected, you're supposed to get your tires rotated. So 2 times a year. So I was like, I never knew that. So there's your little fun fact for the day. If you haven't gotten your tires rotated in a while, when you got your oil changed, you should probably do that the next time you go in and get your oil changed. So there you go. That's my...
For you. I plan to do all that on Monday.
I still have to register my car, so I'm like halfway there. But, you know, it was a big step for me.
That was,
Like,
cheers.
I didn't come home right after work and, like, take a nap. I, like, went and did adulting stuff.
Yeah. That's good, though.
So annoying. Adulting is so hard. Anyways.
Tell me about
it.
it.
So inconvenient.
So inconvenient. Like...
So rude.
God, huh?
So rude.
So rude.
So
rude. You get pulled over like, oh, this is so inconvenient.
This is so rude.
Oh my God.
How could you even think that this is polite? Like, this is so rude. Anyways.
Ma'am, do you know why I pulled you over? It's like...
It's so inconvenient. I'm late to my nail appointment. Oh my God. I'm just kidding. I do not act like that. Anyways. Okay. That's my last positive. Okay. You tell your negative now.
My negative... it's not that, like, anything. I went back to work this week. Womp womp. I literally wrote that, womp womp. I went back to work this week. Oh, shoot.
What?
I forgot to say my other positive.
Oh, my God.
Can I say it?
Sure. No, you can't say it. You have to wait till next week. Yeah, what?
No, I think this has to do with what I talked about earlier, and we can wait.
Okay. Something weird about it.
And now you have to listen to the rest of the episode to know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Well, are those your negatives?
That's my negative.
Okay. Well, I have negatives that are like semi-positive, so it's like whatever. I started my period, which is like
No.
but I'm not pregnant. So it's like
Oh,
but you know like I'm sure all girls feel this way. It's like why does a period have to last an entire week? And why do I have to have cramps for an entire week? Why does my face have to break out for an entire week? Actually, the
2
week
weeks.
before and the week that I have it to just let me know that my period is coming.
and then still recovering from it the week after.
Yeah,
So it's like
so
3
really I only
weeks.
have 1 week of clear skin.
Yeah.
But I'm not pregnant, so that's good. But I really wish that it only lasted like a day. I mean, I'm very lucky.
I wish it was just like a little postcard that just like, you're not
True.
pregnant.
Yeah.
You're like, thanks.
Mother Nature, here's your red card. Anyways, too far. Also, my negative is that I forgot to cancel my HelloFresh or pause my HelloFresh subscription, which I like normally pause it because Luisa and I like to just like plan our dinners out and like healthy, just very kind of basic. Since we started the new year, we're like, let's just start clean, whatever. And sometimes like HelloFresh doesn't know always send us the cleanest, but also we forget to choose because they just send it to us and I forget to pause it.
Yeah.
So I forgot to do that, and we got HelloFresh, which is good because now we don't have to go grocery shopping. And I also forgot to pause it for this week too, so we have another one coming for next week.
I mean, we've been doing pretty good, like health, like food, trying to be just like conscious of what we're eating and how much we're eating of it.
I literally ate a piece of bread, like a garlic bread for lunch today for the first time. Like today's like 21, like the 21st.
Yeah.
So like I don't think I've had like a piece of bread like that, like an unhealthy piece of bread like that, in who knows how long.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Like a piece of garlic bread.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. And I just like felt my stomach just going.
That's how I felt yesterday with the pizza. We had pizza at work and cookies. It was just not a good day.
Anyways, so I mean, at least we have food in our fridge.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, you win some. You have folded laundry, you start your period. Get your car inspection, forget to fucking pause your HelloFresh. Like I can't do both. You know? I can't juggle everything. But
moving on.
Moving on, as Luisa sings, to the topic of the day. And I have always really found this topic interesting to me just because of kind of where I am in my life, being 28 and, you know, getting to that place where I want to settle down, I guess. Like, I'm at a very good place in my life where I'm surrounded by friends, we have a lot of fun, but I'm missing that, like, companionship and, you know, that, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, that, like, yeah, I get it.
You know.
Yeah.
So there's this concept that I've come across. It's called, well, it's like you have 3 loves through your entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to go through those loves and kind of just explain, and I have discuss some, like, what each of them are. And I have an article here that I wanted to just go over with you. Like, there's the first love, which is, your first love is your young love.
Mm-hmm.
Your second love is what they call the toxic love. And then your third love is the one that lasts, your soulmate.
Mm-hmm. Can I just input, like, the second love doesn't necessarily always have to be toxic. The one thing I read was, like, it's, like, that hard love that teaches you lessons.
Yeah.
That was my input.
Yeah. Okay. That's literally what I have right here also. It's, like, hard love, lesson. But for some reason I said toxic in my head.
It's a toxic love.
I mean, but...
For some, it could be. And for others, it's just... sometimes it could just be... We'll get into it. Let's go
talk
over.
about first love first. First love's First love's first. This is the love that looks right. It's been said that we only fall in love with 3 people in our lifetimes, but it's also believed that we need each one of these loves for a different reason. And so we're going to go into those reasons and just explain each one.
Okay.
So often our first love is when we are young, in high school even. It's the idealistic of love, the one that seems like a fairy tale as we read as children. And I can personally say that I've had this type of love before.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's literally like it's described. It feels like, oh my gosh, like this is the one, I'm going to marry him. Like, and you're 16 years old. Like, you don't know. But this is the love that appeals to what we should be doing for society's sake. And probably to our families, is what it says. We enter into the belief that this will be our only love, and it doesn't matter if it doesn't feel quite right, or if we find ourselves swallowing or having to swallow down our personal truth to make it work, because deep down we believe that this is what love is supposed to be. Because in this type of love, how others view us is more important than we actually feel.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're young, naive, and care about what other people think.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I would still feel like a part of you, even now, probably feels that way. Like, you don't want people to fucking judge you. Nobody does.
Nobody does.
But my personal experience in this, when I was a senior in high school, my friend is a Marine, or was a Marine.
Mm-hmm.
He got out, but he introduced me to one of his friends. And, of course, you know, freaking love story, like, he's being deployed, all this stuff. We decided to make it work, all this stuff. And so we would, like, email and, like, text, and then he got deployed and we wouldn't be able to talk. And it was just like the distance made us grow fonder for each other. And I went to college and all this stuff. And, like, I was all in for it. And then he just mentioned that he was very new into the Marines. So he had just went to boot camp, and then got deployed. So honestly, like, we barely even spent any time together. Mm-hmm. Like, it was all verbal communication over phone, or this was before FaceTime even existed, I think. But email, text, phone calls, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he had just mentioned, like, just a thought that had come across his head. You should be able to express your feelings in a relationship. Yeah. But he had just mentioned that he was thinking about re-enlisting into the Marines for another 4 years. And I'm like, nope. And I thought about it for a day, and I was like, this is not the life that I want for myself. Like, no. I don't even spend time with you anyway. So, like, no. Yeah. I was, like, in college, I broke up with him in December of my freshman year. So I was like, first semester of college, going through rush and everything with a boyfriend and everything. So it was just like, timing wasn't right. We just weren't right for each other.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. So, do you have a story like that? Or do you have a first love story?
No, I don't.
Not at all?
No, not at all. I mean, I went on dates and stuff, but in high school, I was just so, like, I need to go to college. I need to focus on everything else, because it was engraved into my head that I go to school to learn, not to meet my husband. A little insight in my family. So honestly, I was so naive in high school. I did have crushes, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was like any other teenage girl. Yeah. But at the same time, like, I was so focused in my schoolwork that I'm pretty sure I just oversaw, like, any guy flirting with me. Like, I literally, like, didn't even go past my brain. Just, like, went straight into, like, the fucking universe or something. So, no, I have not experienced that first love because of that. And two, because I have commitment issues and other issues. Yeah. So it's really hard for me to even let somebody in. Like, my soul, my heart and everything is protected. A little fun joke. Protected more than the Capitol was, guys.
Oh
like,
God.
that shit's made out of steel with brick and a fortress. It's unhealthy. I understand that, and I'm working on that. But that's just how I've coped with love.
Well, so if you want to love Luisa or be her first love.
I don't like any of that cheesy romantic shit, though, okay? So don't come writing me poems. I will take somebody
Who
a
can
boom.
sing, and if you have an accent.
I do love accents. I love tall people. And if you show up at my window with a boombox over your head, maybe I will fall in love with you.
Oh my God. Well, it just has to be the first. Like, this is just the first love, so
It's a puppy love.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a puppy love that.
Don't go breaking my heart, though.
It looks right. I mean, after every love, your heart's gonna be a little bit broken. But the good thing about these different types of loves, I think, is because every time, and I've told you this multiple times, that you have to let yourself be vulnerable, because if you're not, then you don't ever get to experience like what you like and what you don't like, and learn in relationships. Like, that's what relationships are for, is to learn what you like and don't like, and learn about yourself and what you're willing to put up with and what you're not willing to put up with. If you don't ever put yourself out there, you're never going to even, I mean, of course you know what your personal boundaries are, but like with another person being in your life like 100% of the time, that's completely different with like a friendship or a parent or whatever. So I think that that's important, to even just like let yourself be vulnerable and to give yourself that chance to even like fall in love, because and who am I to speak, because I'm like scared shitless of even getting my heart broken again. So
I know, but you are more like willing to take that risk,
but also
not blindly, but like, I don't know,
but I've also done it before. You know, like I've been in that situation, and I know like it feels good to be in love, and like it feels good, like it's a good feeling. And I mean, I don't know if I've necessarily, like, obviously I haven't found the one, so I don't know if I've necessarily found like the most healthy love,
right?
But I've felt it before, and even if it was for a short period of time or didn't last, like it's been there, it's been in my heart, and I know that it's real. I
want that feeling.
I know, I want that feeling again, though. Like, it makes me sad to think that, where is my husband? Not even my husband. Like, I just want to even, like...
I just want my life partner.
Same.
That's
okay.
it.
Cool.
Life partner, where you at?
While we're talking about this topic of just, like, putting ourselves out there...
Okay.
I want to just talk about this instance of me putting myself out there.
Oh, yes. Go ahead.
Fucking douchebag. So, as you guys know, we're on Bumble, Hinge, whatever, dating app. And so, I, like, match with this guy. And we're, like, hitting it off, making conversation. He's like, what are you doing today? This was on Saturday. And I was like, well, I'm out running errands, and I'm going to go meet up with my friends to have a drink. Like, you can join us, or I can meet you afterwards, whatever you prefer. And he was like, well, just meet me afterwards. I was like, okay, cool. And then he kind of, like, doesn't respond for a while. And then about, like, 7 o'clock, he's like, what's up? And I'm like, well, I'm not responding. So, nah.
Yeah.
You know. And so then Sunday, the conversation continues. And Monday happens. I'm like, well, what day can you hang out? Or what day are you free this week? Like, I'm pretty persistent. Like, I've heard that guys like it when girls make the first move. So I'm not, like, scared to be like, what are you doing this weekend? What are your plans for the weekend, or whatever? Like, I'm not afraid to ask that question.
Yeah.
And I know, like, some of my friends and girls out there will be like, no, like, he needs to make the first move. Like, don't give him the time of day. But I'm like, at the end of the day, like, it doesn't hurt who, like, if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what are you doing? Or when are you free this week? And he goes, today. And I was like, no, I have plans today. I'm going to dinner with my dad.
Yeah.
How about tomorrow or Wednesday? And he was like, well, I'm going to have to check my work schedule. So I'm like, okay, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
The next day, I'm like, okay, so did you check your work schedule? Like, what day are you free? And he's like, I think we want different things. What
Typical.
the fuck? Like, what? You don't even know what I want. I haven't even met you yet, man.
You don't even know me.
Like, what the fuck? I was like, looked at my phone and I was like, no.
I was like, fuck you. That's like, it's those responses you get that you're like, immediately, fuck you.
Immediately. That was the immediate thought that came to my mind. And it's just like, men are so disgusting sometimes. It's like, first of all, you said you wanted to hang out. In my mind, that means go grab a coffee. Go
grab a drink.
Take a walk,
yeah.
Grab a drink. And I'm sure in his mind that means hook up.
No. But see, men, the guys that are listening, when you tell a girl that you want some potential or whatever, you tell a girl you want to hang out and your definition of hang out is to fuck. That's not our definition. Okay, if you want to fuck, just say, hey, you want to Netflix and chill? Because that's the code word, not hang out.
Do you want to fuck? And then they're going to be like, yes or no.
Yes.
Girls are pretty upfront about that.
Yeah.
If they want to, they will. If they don't, they'll be like, fuck off.
Yeah, and then you move on, because that's what you guys seem to do.
If you're looking to fuck, go to fucking Tinder. Like, honestly. I'm sorry, Tinder, but that's really what you've become.
I mean, that's what they're known for.
I know, it's what they've become. So, that's just like my recent experience. Literally, like this past weekend, this 2 days ago happened to me. And so, it's so frustrating because, and I try not to let it bother me because I'm like, it's just a dude, like, you don't even know him. But, like, Luisa knows this, and when I start talking to someone, this is, like, too much, but, like, we weren't even really talking, but, like, when I'm even thinking about investing time into somebody, like, I'm gonna invest time in them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna, joke around about it, and I don't know if that's, like, I'm too much or whatever, but, like, I don't know.
No, I just think guys, sometimes what's that saying? They bite too much, they bite
off more than they can chew.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, she's strong and independent.
I mean, I do think there are some guys on the dating apps that do want a relationship or whatever.
Sure.
But the first thing they go off of is, oh, do you want to hang out and whatever, and like loosey-goosey and whatever. And then when they see a girl is like, no, I actually want to get to know you, whatever. And I mean, it shouldn't
like
scare them.
Or that I actually have plans that don't revolve around you. And like, I'm going to
and they get annoyed.
Friends,
and
like,
it's...
I'm going to hang out with my family before you.
Yeah.
Like, heaven forbid I like go, like, don't have plans. And I'm like, well, let's just hang out on Monday. And then like, no, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I was about.
I know. I'm like,
it's a naughty word. It's a naughty word.
I know. I caught myself. I don't even know why I would say that word.
Yeah,
so
but
6th grade.
I mean, men put themselves in such a. I mean, you had that. I had an experience. I mean, I only talked to the guy for like 5 seconds, but I don't like to be asked, oh, what are you looking for around here? It's like, I'm not lost. I know what I'm looking for. And I just stumbled up on this app.
Oh, what's this app even for? Is this like I don't even know, like a wood chopping class? Like, what? Like, why the fuck are you here? Like, what stupid question is that?
Yeah, and so I told this guy who asked that question, I simply just said, looking to meet people since Corona has made it a little difficult. I never heard back from him. And it's like, why waste your time and my time asking that stupid question?
Stupid ass question.
Like, just keep the conversation going. And if you don't like the person, just be upfront. Hey, good luck.
Yeah.
But this isn't, we're not vibing or whatever.
Right. Or like, I'm looking for something
completely different or whatever. Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm just looking to fuck. Literally, that's all you could have said. I'm like, cool. Good luck in that. Like,
good luck.
Maybe work on your.
Hope you get that.
Maybe work on your
message delivery.
Yeah. Because, no, that's so dumb. Anyway, so that happened. So, keep trying. Even if I know that you, like, haven't had that experience, but, like, it's worth it to go through these stupid things that happen to us, that it forms us into the people that we're supposed to be.
Yeah. And you, like, we kind of get funny stories.
Yeah, like obviously it's just content for the podcast at this point.
Right. Wink, wink. But, I mean, obviously, like, I just can't even imagine, like, what the dating world is going to be like 30 years from now when you and I have kids.
I better fucking have a husband in 30 years. That's all I gotta say.
That's why I'm saying, like, imagine the dating pool, like, when our kids are in their 20s or whatever. I don't even know what dating is going to look like then.
I don't know.
I can't, like, I'm having trouble on these fucking dating apps.
We're going to be able to, like, telepathically think, like, be like, oh, so-and-so's thinking about me, and, like, be able to, like, telepathically.
That's actually a sci-fi book, a dystopian novel. But weirdly enough, like, the government matches you with your perfect match.
I feel like you've told me about this book before.
Yeah. It's kind of fucked up. It's really good.
I'll have to read it. So, anyways, keep trying, obviously. We need to find you your first love, and then your second love.
I mean, and
so
I am working on that, which you can ask that question later.
Okay. So we've gone over first loves. So your second love, like Luisa said, is your hard love, your lesson learning love. Let me put my password in my phone correctly. So this second love is supposed to be our hard love, the one that teaches us lessons about who we are and how we often want or need to be loved. So this is how you realize, like, fuck, I don't like that. I love when he does that. I hate that, whatever.
Yeah.
This is the kind of love that hurts, whether it's through lies, pain, manipulation, abuse, all those kinds of things. We think that we're making different choices than our first love, but in reality, we are still making the choices out of the need to learn lessons, and so we hang on. Our second love can become a cycle. Oftentimes we keep repeating because we think that somehow the ending will be different than before. Yet each time we try, it somehow ends worse than before. Sometimes it's unhealthy, unbalanced, or even narcissistic.
Narcissistic.
Yes. There may be emotional, mental, or even physical abuse or manipulation. Most likely, there will be high levels of drama. This is exactly what keeps us addicted to the storyline, because it's the emotional roller coaster of extreme highs and lows that, in like a junkie trying to get a fix, we stick through the lows with an expectation of the high.
Dang.
Yeah.
I feel like I've not experienced that relationship, but not in love. Does that make sense?
I mean,
because I think my problem is this, like, maybe I have been in love, I just don't know I was in love.
well, have you had like a relationship, like a loving relationship with like a partner,
No.
not a family member or a friend?
No, I meant with like a partner, not with in my family. I meant like with
I'm not saying like a physical relationship with a
Oh,
family
no, but like you just no. I meant like I've had that situation with a man, not in my family. I feel like we're crossing some lines.
That's not what I meant at all. Like, I meant like an emotional connection.
Yeah, no, I felt like I have had experienced that, but without the love. And maybe my problem is I don't know when I'm in love. What is that like?
I mean, sometimes I think that, like, I don't know, in that relation, like, I've had this relationship as well, and we've been broken up for about 2 years now, 2.5, almost 2 months.
Yeah.
And we were together for 5 years, and we met when we were in college, and it was a very up and down relationship. Like, there were very good highs and there were also some very low lows. And those highs were like what you wanted it to be and what you like felt. You're like, man, if it could just stay like this forever, and you were like, if those lows could just become highs, we could work this out. And we tried for a very long time, and we also were long distance for over half of our relationship, I guess, once I moved to Midland. So, I mean, you try to work it out, and like, when you feel, I don't know, it's just when you feel the best in your relationship is like, because I knew he loved me. I knew he wanted the best for me. I knew he would always take care of me. Like, if we were to ever get married, I would always be taken care of. That wasn't ever a doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
It was just the fact of communication and, you know, giving what the other person wanted. My love language was not his love language. And it really kind of put us just very on separate pages. And I actually like came across a TikTok the other day that kind of put like how I felt in that relationship into perspective. Like, he was a very physical touch person.
Yeah.
And, you know, being out of that relationship, I feel like I'm also very physical touch. But in that relationship, I did not feel that way because my main
your number one, yeah,
is words of affirmation, and I did not get that from him. And I would try to tell him and explain, like, I need to feel emotionally attached to you,
yeah,
to be able to want to do that with you,
right?
You know, like, I can't just, like, we can't just get in a fight, and I don't work that way. Like, right. I can't fight with you and then just be immediately turned on and want to just jump your bones.
Yeah.
And so this TikTok was literally like explaining why women or even some men like just like aren't in the mood necessarily. And it's because they need to feel that emotional attachment.
Yeah.
And when they don't feel that, then it's harder for them to even get turned on in the mood.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, I want that in a relationship. It's very important. It's very, very important. But at the same time, like, I need to feel like I'm your world and you're the stars in the fucking sky.
Yeah.
And I don't think I necessarily felt that with him, which, I mean, we were young. We were apart from each other and, you know, just growing apart.
Yeah.
And so it's just, I mean, that's hard, but you learn what you want. And now, like, I know that that's something that I need and I crave that.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to be a dick and then expect me to fucking suck your dick, like, you have another thing coming, honestly. So,
Dang.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, quality time, like, mine is, I just said my love language. I'm going to just rewind.
Quality time.
My love language is quality time. So I think that's like, one of my main struggles sometimes with guys. Like, they just want sex. Like, let's be honest. They just want sex.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, yeah, like, I want that too. But, like, I'm, like, you know this, and a lot of people in my life know this. Like, I just crave, not that I, like, was neglected that as a young child, but, like, I grew up, like, spending quality time with loved ones all the time. So I just, like, I thrive.
Yeah.
Like, we could be vegging out on the couch, or we can have, like, a therapy session in my car, singing out loud to music. Like, I thrive off of that.
Yeah.
And when you don't, I'm like a baby. If you don't give me that quality time, like, I'm like a whiny little bitch. Like, I'm moody. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but.
Well, you're just not feeling the way that you feel like you need to be treated.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I don't even know if I was in love, but I did date a guy who's no longer in the state. And quality time was weird because it was like on his terms, and I ended up putting my foot down a lot of the time, and it's like, no. It's like he'd be like, "Oh, I'm free tonight," and it's like, no, man, like I'm not.
Yeah.
It's 6:00. I've already made plans for the night.
Yeah. Honestly, men, dudes, like if you're gonna ask a girl out, you need to make plans way before the night that you want to hang out, like a couple days before. If you want to hang out with her, text her in the middle of the week and be like, hey, are you free Saturday? Like, I would love to take you out.
Yeah.
We could go here, or whatever. Yeah. Give her options of, like, what she wants to do or what you want to do or whatever. Give her options to choose from, and then that makes your life 10 times easier. If you're like, okay, if Saturdays doesn't work, like, what day works best for you? Yeah. And then you guys can just have that open communication. And
communicate, hey, like, I work these days or whatever, so these days work for me. What days work for you? And it's compromise.
So much
compromise
than literally just being like, well, I'm free tonight. Like, tonight's your only shot. Like,
yeah.
That's fucked up. Like, if you really want to be with this girl, and I know guys out there who are amazing, and if they really want a girl, they show them that they want them. And I've heard this many times, if they want you, they will show you that they want you. Mm-hmm. So don't settle for somebody that is just like, well, tonight's my only night. Like, we want different things. Like, fuck that. Like, you deserve so much better than that. So, anyways, hard love, I'm glad that it happened because I've learned so much about myself, and like having this 2-year break of just
learning about yourself as well.
Yes, building me up without him, because we met so young. Like, I was 20 and I guess we broke up when I was 25. So that's 5 years. Those are very prime years of somebody's life, and being with somebody in a long distance relationship, as a matter of fact, like, is very hard. And you, like, I honestly thought that we were going to get married at some point, you know, if change were to have happened, but change never happened. So here we are. And it wasn't just him. Like, I feel like I've made it seem like it was all on him, but like, there were things that I needed to change too. It was not one-sided whatsoever. It was a very mutual breakup, and I hope he's doing well. Like, I don't have any disheartening feelings towards him at all. So, if he's listening, I hope you're doing well. So the third love. This is the love that we all strive to find. We're all still looking. But I know it's out there because I've literally seen it happen in front of my eyes. Like Martina and Ken, Kelly and Clint. Who else? Katie and Jameson, Brittany and Dylan, Lindsay and Nate. Literally, like, out of our friend group, every one of these relationships literally happened in a blink of an eye, and nobody was even expecting it to happen. Mm-hmm. It just fell into
clicked.
place.
Yeah.
It fell into place, and that's literally what this one says, is that you never see it coming. This is the love that you never see coming. Like with Kelly and Clint, it was like one day Kelly was single, getting drunk at the bar with us, and now she's like watching Netflix and chill with Clint, like holding hands and being all cute and coupley. And I love that for her, because like, she fucking deserves that. Yeah. And so does he. So, this is the love that we never see coming. Obviously, I just said that. The one that usually looks all wrong for us, and that destroys any lingering ideals we clung to about what love is supposed to be. This is the love that comes so easy, it doesn't seem possible. And this is literally, like, Kelly, she's like, this doesn't even seem real. Yeah. Like, every time she would talk to me about it, she was like, this doesn't even seem real. He seems too perfect. He's way too nice. Like, why is he even doing this for me? Like, what? Like, he's so thoughtful. All of these things. She's like, why? Mm-hmm. You know? Why is this happening to me? You know? It just doesn't even seem possible. It's the kind of love where the connection can't be explained and it knocks us right off our feet because we never even planned for it. This is the love where we come together with someone special and it just fits. There aren't any ideal expectations about how each person should be acting, nor is there pressure to become someone other than who we are. We are just simply accepted for who we are already, and it shakes us to our core. It isn't what we envisioned our love would look like, nor does it abide by the rules that we had hoped to play it safe by. But still, it shatters our preconceived notions and shows us that love doesn't have to be how we thought in order for it to be true. This is a love that keeps knocking on our door regardless of how long it takes us to answer.
Wow.
This is the guy that keeps coming back and you're like, no, he's too perfect. Like, where the fuck are you, man? Like, come on, knock. Oh, God. Luisa's all choked up. But honestly, like, that's what I'm waiting for. I've done the other two loves. Like, come on, third.
Man, I'm so fucking behind on my homework.
Oh, it's the fish.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is happening in our report?
It's the fish. Ooh, fill me up, Buttercup.
Why don't you fill me up?
Buttercup, baby, don't you let me down. I never don't. Why don't you just finish it? You'll let me help. Thank you.
Top you off. Oh,
Cheers
yeah.
to this.
Oh, cheers.
Ooh,
Cheers to finding my all three loves and your last love.
my last love.
You know what my dream would be for just
But
like...
you're also way younger than me.
Honey, I am about to turn 25 and like...
28. I'm 3.5 years old.
I feel like I'm about to hit my quarter life crisis or something. Yes, trust me. I feel it coming because I'm like, I'm 25 and there's a lot of shit that I haven't accomplished that I would have liked to accomplish, and I blame society for that.
Yes.
I know I am young. Everybody at work tells me I'm young. I fucking know. But also, fuck it. I'm just gonna like let shit go and
Literally, that's how you
break my heart, people.
But, I mean, you can't like compare yourself to me because I'm 3.5.
No, I'm not comparing myself to you, but like in my head, I think I've said this before, like I was already married and having kids.
Same.
It clearly didn't happen. Thank God I don't have a cut.
I wanted to be married by like 23, and I'm like, wow, I'm so glad I'm not married by 23.
I literally saw myself with like 3 homes by now and like different places in the world.
Buying a home is expensive.
I know.
You need money for that? What? Oh, you have to have a husband.
My brain didn't
to have
even
money to
process
have.
that.
No, it's just like a dream that you have like when you're 5, when you're 15.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
But
do you want to share your fun fact? So wait, hold on. Before we do your fun fact, I just want everyone to just say a prayer for us. If you're in your car driving, if you are listening to us while you're working out or whatever, just stop for a moment and say a little prayer to God. Be like, I really hope that you have someone special for Erin and Luisa because we deserve it. I think we deserve it.
yeah.
And they deserve it too because we're great.
Yeah.
Whoever ends up with us is going to be fucking lucky.
My mom literally tells me, she's like, all I pray is that you find a man that like loves you and treats you like a princess and respects you. And I'm like, me too, Mom.
Can you tell her to add me into that prayer,
Oh,
please?
she probably already adds you on that prayer list.
Onto all the prayer lists. Erin, please take care of Luisa and make her clean her room. Okay, tell us your fun fact. I'm so excited for it.
Oh, okay. So, my little fun fact. Let me read it. Research has found that everyone is able to sing well. Fuck it, I already shared this with you. It is a learned skill that gets better with practice and worse with disuse. That is a known fact.
So if you can't sing, there is hope.
There is always hope, people.
If you want to learn how to sing, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
I'm sorry, guys. I thought I had...
You can do it. Yeah, she literally... So we wrote these yesterday, and today as we were getting ready for the podcast, we were like singing a song, and she was like, "Oh my God, did you know that singing is a learned skill and that anybody can do it?"
I had forgot that I thought I had written a different fun fact because I have so many good ones, but I'm such an idiot. But here's my little.
I reacted way better when she told me off air.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my God, that's so cool. We could definitely learn how to sing and become famous singers."
So this says, the quality of voice is dependent on many factors. However, bearing a physical vocal disability, everyone can learn to sing well enough to sing basic songs. Many people who have difficulty singing are trying to sing with their talking voices, the voice they're used to using.
Yeah. It's like the voice that's down in your chest.
Yes. So, singing is easier for some, but it's also true that singing well and with confidence can be learned. So if you guys are out there, young high schoolers or picking it up now, later on in life, you can learn it. You can teach an old dog new tricks.
Ooh, even young dogs you can teach new tricks.
So.
That's all you got?
That's all my fun fact.
Okay. Well, that was fun. Stay tuned for our album coming out in 2023.
Yeah, we've been singing Driver's License nonstop.
We just recorded ourselves singing it half-assed, and we're like, oh, delete it now.
Well, also, Olivia has a beautiful voice, but she's also 17.
True.
And I've always been an alto, so my voice can't go up that high.
Yeah, it's very, very high. Okay, so since we're on the topic, or we were on the topic of love, this episode is about love. It's going to be February. Oh, this is going to be, I am airing, like, around Thanksgiving. Oh, my God.
Way ahead.
Around Valentine's Day. Wow, immediately as it was coming out of my mouth, I wish I could, like, suck it back in, but I was too late. So, I thought it would be fun to just read our month of February romantic horoscopes.
Okay.
Are you ready? I haven't even read these yet.
Oh, I'm kind of nervous, but go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to do yours first. Let me make sure. I think this is yours.
Elevator music.
Wow, I don't even know. I didn't take a screenshot of what it
actually, no.
But I think this is yours. Well, either one. We'll let you know. I'm pretty sure this is yours.
Okay.
Romantic Venus isn't incredibly comfortable when paired with someone aloof.
Wait, hold on. You don't know who this is?
Well, I just didn't take the screenshot of the actual thing.
Here, I will.
Because I had.
Insert elevator music or whatever.
Okay, I'll just do it real quick.
Because we're just gonna be guessing, like, oh, well, good luck to you.
Okay, I'll just look at it. It is for you. Okay, we'll just edit this part. Oh, okay. Okay, you're blue and I'm pink.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I knew that. Okay, so since we were talking about love, I thought that it would be a good idea to read our next month's romantic horoscopes.
Oh, boy.
Just to see
how
we're, what the future holds.
Yeah.
So this is for you, okay?
Okay.
Romantic Venus isn't incredibly comfortable when paired with somewhat aloof Aquarius on February 1st. But at least your love life won't suffer from a lack of imagination. If you're going to experiment, however, be sure to put some feeling into it so so that your suggestions don't seem weird. Put some feeling into it, Luisa.
Okay.
There's a positive sextile between powerful Mars and your ruler Neptune on the 13th, helping you move ahead with some of your romantic dreams. There might be a lot of phases involved in taking an idea and putting it into motion until it becomes reality, but you have to take the first step sometimes, right? It might as well be now.
Damn.
When the sun leaves logical Aquarius and enters your emotional sign on
God.
February 18th, That's when your period starts. I'm just kidding.
No.
It's like the universe flipped a switch. Love is very personal now, and you struggle with the suggestion that it be trivial and low priority. And you struggle with the suggestion that it be trivial or low priority. If you're in a relationship, you want to know your partner loves you with all their heart. If you're single and looking for your perfect match, if you're single and looking, your perfect match is another water sign who feels things as deeply as you. Romantic Venus moves into your imaginative sign on the 25th, helping you create a rich dream world. Even if your real love life isn't going the way you want, you always have your daydreams to distract you. Fantasies are harmless.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So what does that mean to you?
I feel like February is going to be, I don't know.
Interesting.
And very interesting because, I guess I've like recently reconnected with an old flame that I'm going to be honest. Now this is me being honest. I had gotten like scared because it's like I couldn't believe that he was like a normal guy and like blah blah blah. So I just kind of like pushed him away because I'm clearly not used to that.
Yeah.
So, seriously. So I reconnected with him. Drunk me reconnected with him. And we've just been talking and...
Drunk you is a smart girl, okay? We need to trust her a little bit.
We need to trust her, yeah.
Sometimes she's a mean bitch, but... Not mean, but like, she's just a savage.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Not
she's pretty savage because she had the balls to text him at like midnight. And he responded is like the crazier thing. And we've just been chatting and I've been very open and vulnerable because I did hurt him. I was a bitch with the way I ended things, and
because she was being mean drunk.
Because I was drunk at the time, yes, and I was scared, and I was not used to it, and so now I am trying to be more vulnerable and stuff. So I don't know what February's gonna bring for me.
Okay, well, can you read mine so I can like listen and try to understand because reading it is hard enough.
Okay, when romantic Venus partners with is this you? Mm-hmm. Okay, when romantic Venus partners with unpredictable Aquarius on February 1st, you have 3 weeks of excitement to look forward to. As a steady Earth sign, you do tend to like your routines. But love-related shakeups can be a good thing, Virgo. Be open to new possibilities and suggestions. The 10th brings a Mercury-Mars square that causes communication issues, especially if you insist on having your own way. Yep. If you find yourself arguing with a current or potential partner who also likes to take control of the situation and have the last word, your conversation might not end well. If neither of you is open to compromise, you'll have to agree to disagree. Honest thoughts and true feelings are hard to keep secret during the Mercury-Venus conjunction on February 13th. And why would you want to anyway? It's best to get it all out there It's best to get it all out there now and deal with the consequences later. Okay. The full moon is in your critical sign on the 27th. So, you might not be able to hold back any negative comments. Woo. Of course, in your mind, what you have to say is constructive, but look at it from someone else's perspective. During this matter of fact lunation, it's easy to accidentally hurt your partner's feelings or dash an admirer's hopes.
Wow.
Man.
I mean, I do definitely like to take control.
Yeah.
Have the last word. Something I'm working on.
I mean,
maybe I'll be able to agree to disagree.
Yeah.
And then I'll walk away and be like, no.
I won.
Okay, well, that's all I really have for the episode. But I just want to reiterate that anybody out there deserves to be happy, live their life the way that they want to be living it, and like fuck whoever judges you or negative thoughts or any of that bullshit. Anybody that comes along just causing trouble, like, you don't need that negativity in your life. And like, prayers to finding
your third love.
Your third love.
Let's call it your everlasting love.
Oh, I like that. Everlasting love.
Aww.
Okay.
I really hope that, like, my only love is my everlasting love. I don't want to have to go through 1, 2, and 3. Or 1, 2.
I feel like you've gone through some you just don't realize you have.
Probably.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see.
We'll see.
You're still young.
Maybe I am looking for my everlasting love. Who knows?
No. If you're out there, like...
Hit me up.
So, I do want to just also reiterate, if you don't already, go follow us on social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Daisy really wants to say hi, so say hi, Daisy.
Say hi. Daisy, don't be messing with my mic.
Say hi. Did you wake up from a nap? We do have a TikTok now.
Yeah.
Get excited because we are going to be posting, or going to try to post a lot of things. Quit. Go away. Thank you. So if you don't follow us on those, make sure to do that. Our Instagram is at basically adulting podcast or underscore podcast.
Our Twitter?
No,
our Instagram, yes.
Our Instagram is basically adulting underscore podcast. And yeah, everything will be on Instagram.
Yeah.
We can put it on there, so it'll be easy to find. Yeah, and if you guys have any topic ideas, suggestions, you know, want to
be on the podcast.
If you have an interesting story, give us a shout, because we love hearing everyone's stories and connecting with people that have shared similar stories, or, you know, obviously different stories, so we can learn and, you know, broaden our
perspectives.
Perspectives. So I think that's really a goal of the podcast, is to really just be open-minded and, you know, connect with people that we wouldn't necessarily be able to connect with. So if you're out there and you listen to us and you want to connect with us, give us a shout on Instagram or any other
whatever social platform you're on.
Yeah. We're on all of them all the time. Literally refreshing. So
seriously.
If you we'd love to hear from you. So give us a shout.
Give us a shout.
Okay, cheers to everlasting
Cheers.
love.
Everlasting love.
Ooh.
See y'all next time.
Sayonara, bitches.